So good evening. I want to ask you something. Have you ever caught yourself saying, I'm just tired because I'm getting older? What if it's not actually true? What if age isn't the real reason you feel exhausted, foggy, or like you hit a wall in the mid-afternoon? Let's look at this a little differently tonight. I talk with a lot of people in my quilt shop. They're around my age or a little older, some are a few younger. They're motivated, they're doing what their doctor recommends, and yet they're still tired. They're still foggy, still feeling older than they think they should feel. So we normalize it. And you may have found yourself doing it. I know I do, because I joke about it. And comedians even built entire routines around it. We brush it off with things like, oh, don't mind me. It must be my age. I can't remember anything. But deep down, it doesn't sit right with us, because this isn't how you want to feel as you age. Before I go any further, let me quickly share who I am and why I care about this. My name is Robin. I'm a business owner, a quilter, a wife, a grandma, and a mother to 4. I'm not here because I love wellness trends. I'm here because I needed answers for myself. I watched people I love lose energy, confidence, and choices far too quickly, like my mom. And I realized something important. I didn't want to just get through this next phase of life and not enjoy myself. I wanted to feel strong, clear, and capable while I was living in it. I recently ran a simple poll on Facebook. What would you most like to correct right now? Almost everyone said the same thing. Energy. Even the guys. So even the guys are saying, I'm tired, I need more energy. That's what we're talking about tonight. Here's something most of us were never taught. We're living in a very different environment than our parents did. Our food isn't as nourishing as it used to be. Our water, our air, even everyday products add stress to the body. Things like plastics, pesticides, and modern chemicals, those weren't something our bodies were designed to deal with constantly. Let's face it, our parents didn't have to deal with all of this either. Over time, it builds up in our body, and when the body is overloaded, it shifts into survival mode instead of thriving. And this is where the inflammation comes in. Think about the last time you hit your hand on something. It swelled, it got sore. That's inflammation doing its job. That's what it's supposed to do. Now imagine that response happening quietly inside your body all the time. Not enough to notice it right away, but enough to drain your energy, your focus, and your resilience. Your body isn't failing you. It's adapting the best it can with what it's been given. This is how I think about it now. So let's say you're like me and you want to have a garden. You go out there and it's completely full of weeds. Would you just toss the seeds out in there and expect a great harvest? Of course not. The weeds are going to pull all the nutrients out of the soil and not in your food. You're going to go out and you're going to pull the weeds, tend the soil, add nutrients. Then you'd plant the seeds, and after that, you would support it consistently. That's how I started looking at my body. I stopped pushing harder and started focusing on foundations. Not extremes, not quick fixes, because let's face it, it took me 60-some years to get this way. I just support my body, and something interesting happened. I had energy that lasted throughout the day. I slept better. My skin looked alive again. My wrinkles were less. That's what happens when the body finally gets what it's been missing. When you support your body, it starts to give back. You feel better. You feel stronger. And you stay active longer in ways that actually matter to your life. I see this with people I help. For instance, my friend Diane is 85 and she's proud of it. She'll tell you how old she is. She doesn't hide it like I do. Well, now she's doing things she couldn't do years ago. She's traveling, she's going places, she's even hiking overseas. And recently she said, Robin, I did the Biltmore House. Her husband Blair's goal has been always simple. Not just more years, but better ones together. Nothing extreme, nothing complicated, just consistent support. You know why? Because it's never too early and it's never too late. Ask yourself this. What if your next step wasn't pushing harder, but supporting your body better? You know, a lot of us make resolutions to hit the gym and then 10 days later we quit. Well, you can always join the gym later when you're feeling better and the crowds thin out. If you clear out the weeds and strengthen the foundation now, that's what saves you time, energy, and a lot of frustration down the road. And you're going to be able to stick to it if you do decide to go to the gym.